Welcome back to the channel, and the AFCON games are coming thick and fast, and I think we're all very relieved that we've got off to a good start and beaten Kenya by 2-0 thanks to goals from Bunajah and Mahrez. So we move on to our biggest test in Belmadi's reign so far. Algeria playing Senegal on Thursday, June 27th at 6 PM. Now let's talk about that kick-off time first, because the later the games have been at AFCON, the more goals we've seen. We've seen some terrible heat in the early game. Just saw Morocco struggling. We've seen 4 drinks breaks in one game. Now we're not playing at the half-3 game, we're playing at the 6 o'clock game, the middle game. So it's still going to be relatively hot. I still expect some drinks breaks. Will players be conserving some energy for the later stages of the tournament? Because as Jamel Belmadi says, it's an important game, but it's not decisive. So this game doesn't mean the be-all and end-all, but it will probably determine who finishes in first position. And considering we're going to smash Tanzania to pieces in the final game, if we can get a draw against Senegal or a win, we can win this group and start taking winning the cup seriously. This could be a big step to winning the cup. If we can not lose to Senegal, I'll be very happy. Now there might be low expectations. If we don't lose the game, we're in a great spot going forward. We've just got to beat Tanzania more than they beat Kenya, and we're top of the group. So let's try and not get a loss here. I'll be very happy with a draw. I will predict a 1-1. I'll go for the draw. I'll go for a 1-1. I think it'll be difficult. What team will Belmadi play there? Well, what I would do is make a couple of changes to the game against Kenya. That was a physical game, a proper African-based game. This game, Senegal, a lot of players that actually play in Europe, very similar to us, the likes of Sadio Mane, Koulibaly, of course, born in Europe. So I'd play Brahimi on the left over Belali because he's got way more quality, might not work as hard, might not pass as much, but Brahimi does have more quality against European opposition. I'd have Brahimi on the left. I have Mehdi Abeid in the midfield over Adlin Gudiora. Gudiora, his aggression was very good against Kenya, but he came off after 70 minutes, losing concentration. I'd play Abeid. I think Abeid's better. Abeid scored against Gambia earlier in the year. And I'd play Mohamed Fares at left back because we don't lose anything in trying him. Wasn't fully convinced by Ben Sabani at left back. Try Fares. Don't lose anything if it doesn't work out. We can always put Ben Sabani back in the team. So 2 to 3 changes I make to the side. You can see it. What XI would you play against Senegal? Let me know down below. Would you completely change the team and just rest everyone? I don't think we're going to do that, but there are some players in that squad that I think will get a turn eventually. The likes of Halish, Slimani, Badawi, I think we might see them in one of the group games, especially if we're already qualified. So Algeria playing Senegal, and we're going to be playing in our green kit, Senegal in the white kit. Currently both teams have got 3 points in the group, Kenya and Tanzania. They're the ones that need the points desperately in match day 2, and they'll be playing each other in the 30th of June stadium in the same ground after we've played against Senegal. They've got Mane back from suspension in the first game, and they still managed to win 2-0. Without him, Senegal still very much the favourites after that first game, but it's going to be a good test. We're going to play against some top quality players. We haven't beaten a top nation for a while. In fact, the last time we probably beat a big African nation was Senegal at the African Cup in 2015, and we won 2-0 that game, and Mahrez actually scored in that game, so let's hope for the same. And of course, AFCON 2017, we also played Senegal, a 2-2 draw, but we were basically already out, and Slimani got a couple of goals in that game. So hopefully Mahrez, who's now scored in 3 AFCONs, can keep the run going. Bunajah on the penalty, scoring some goals. Things are looking good, but I'd make a few changes to the team, as you can see. I'm expecting a tough game in some heat conditions. Of course, the best bit is always the fans. We take so many fans. I'm just so happy these fans are enjoying themselves, and there's something to celebrate in this AFCON, and long may that continue, inshallah. But hopefully we can get the win or the draw, because I'll be very happy with a draw, guys. Honestly, I'll be so happy if we don't lose. If we go through the tournament without losing, it's great mentality, great for the confidence, and it really would build up and make us look tougher to beat as well. Now, looking at the first group games, we were one of the best sides. We were really good. We played good. Uganda played good. I think Mali played very well. Benin, Angola. So very pleased with how we've started, and the tournament's starting to open up a little bit. Not too overconvinced by anyone. Maybe Mali, but they were only playing Mauritania with respect. But what are your score predictions for Senegal Algeria? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll get back to you on all of them, as I always do. So really looking forward to this one, guys. A top quality game. The game of the group stage? I think so. Mane against Mahrez is like the Premier League title race all over again. So before I go, AFCON Fantasy Football, I've got 66 points in my first round. Well done if you're top of the table so far. Make sure you make your changes. You've got 4 transfers for the second week. And yeah, so I've made a few changes to my team. I've still got Bunajah, Mahrez, Attal. I've a few changes. I've got, you know, Biliat from Zimbabwe and Andrea from Madagascar because they had a good first game. So that's my fantasy team sorted. Join the league if you haven't already. There's a link to that down below. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And let me know your predictions for Senegal, Algeria. Come on, Lefanek.